Welcome back, everybody, to the channel. You're watching Gamble with Jimmy. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're going to go ahead and play a new strategy. It's pretty typical, though, because I'm going to play a lot of the inside numbers. But what we're doing is we're going to use the come as a hedge when our manual bets are locked in. So I'll show you what I mean here in a minute. Now, for those of you guys that have not went to Investing with Jimmy, please do so. I want to get that channel up to at least 10% of all my Gamble with Jimmy subscribers. So I need at least 1,000 of you to go to Investing with Jimmy. Now, I am going to have a $25,000 investment where we're going to double it. So I'm going to show you live how to take your money and double it on one specific stock. So I'll go ahead and do a $25,000 purchase live on a stock, and we're going to double it. We're going to make it in from 25,000 to 50,000, okay? For anybody that wants to watch me do that, go to Investing with Jimmy, and you'll watch me do it this week. If we see an opportunity, most likely we will. Okay? So right now, let's go ahead and get into here and see how much we can win on today's session. And I'm calling this the Come Hedge is the name of this one. Okay, the Come Hedge. All right, so let's go for it. We're going to start off by counting. Oh, I do want to say something. I had somebody, I've had this happen many times. I do not mind when people ask or voice their opinion in a professional way. So there was nothing that this person said that was disrespectful. So I posted his comment. And basically what he was saying is that by me counting numbers on rolls, that is irrelevant. And that you're trying to predict it, and you're always going to lose in the long run. All right, so I'm going to say it one time again. I'm going to keep saying this anytime that somebody keeps posting stuff like this, or questions like this, or comments like this. I'm going to make it very clear to everybody out there. Put your money where your mouth is. Put your money where your mouth is. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. If you don't think that I'm going to win, and the way that I'm teaching you how to play, and the way that I'm playing, and you see me winning, because this is all live every single time, put your money where your mouth is. Go to gamblewithjimmy.com, purchase the live crap stream, and I'll pay you 3 times whatever it cost you if I don't win consistently. So if you don't think that I'm going to win on a 6 and an 8 or a 5, 6, 8, and 9 by waiting and counting numbers, and you think I'm eventually going to lose, well, I'll guarantee you that if I play it 10 times in front of you live, where you're one-on-one with me watching a live stream, whatever you paid, I'll triple it if you see me lose more than once out of 10 times. So that means if I start with 5,000, I'm going to make way more than I lose. And that's a guarantee. So once again, anybody out there that wants to say anything, comment that's negative, put your money where your mouth is. I've said it 10 times already to you guys, and I'll keep saying that. Anybody out there that thinks that I'm going to lose live, if you pay for the live stream, I will never lose when you watch my live stream. If you're challenging me on the way that I'm going to play, and I'll give you 3 times what it cost you. If I win, that's your cost for the live stream. I ain't refunding it. Okay? All right, here we go. Ain't much more I can say about that, right? Put your money where your mouth is. All right, the points of 5. All right, that's 1 roll. Okay, that's a 9. So my 2 inside numbers have already been hit. That's another 9. Okay, so that's 3 rolls. So my whole focus now becomes on my 6, 8. I've rolled 3 times without hitting a 6 or an 8, okay? So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and, I got to give myself $100 here because I already took the green out. I got 4 green that are missing, so the casino owes me 100 in red. All right, I have a total of $5,000 that we bought in for. Okay, what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and put $60 each on that 6 and 8. This is exactly what I would do at the casino. Okay, here we go. Okay, there's a 527. Okay, so that's $120 gone. Now I don't need to wait no more. Okay, I'm going to go now $120. Okay, and my 6 and 8 have a higher probability of coming on the come out than the 7. So I'm going to go ahead and work that on the 6, 8. Okay, and there's a 6. Okay, point is a 6. Now they're going to pay me 140. How much did I lose? 120. So I'm actually up $20. Okay, so I get 140. I'll take 150 and give them 10. Okay, now this is going to come down. Now I'm concentrating on the number I haven't hit. Okay, I have not hit the 8. So we're going to go with $60 on that 8. Okay, all right, here we go. Okay, there's a 5, a 4, a 10. Okay, I'm counting my 6 now. That's 3 rolls with no 6. A 10, 4 rolls with no 6. Okay, there's a 2. That's 5 rolls with no 6. Okay, now watch what we do. Okay, we're going to go ahead and add $60 to the 6. And now I'm going to do $100 on the come. It's going to act as a hedge. I have 120 here and I have 100 here. If I throw a 7, I'm going to get back a large percentage of this. Okay, here we go. Okay, there's an 8. There's that 8 that we wanted. Okay, now the great news is we go from our come to the 8. Well, 70% of that is already paid for. So we really, in reality, we only going to have $30 technically of our own money on that 8. Because we're going to get $70 from the casino. We give them back a nickel. So we have $70. We're going to come down on our 8 because our comeback goes to the 8. And now we're going to remove our 6. So here's the deal. If we throw the 8 again, we're going to come down. We cannot come down because this is a contract bet. Okay? But we've already gotten $70 back from that $100 of our money. We're only in for $30. Okay, here we go. Okay, there's 5. And there's our 8. Okay, there's our 8. Okay, that's only going to pay 100 because it only pays 1 to 1 on a come bet. All right, so we're going to rack that money up. Okay, and we're going to go back to counting. There's a 9. And we're not just counting a 6, 8. We're counting all of the numbers. Okay, there's another 8. There's another 8. And there's the 7. All right. So we're interested in the 6 right now. Okay, we're definitely interested in the 6. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put $30 on the 6. And there's a 6 right there. Point is a 6. We get 35. We're just going to rack that money up and come down. Okay, here we go. Okay, there's a 4. There's an 8. Another 4. All right, I'm going to lay no 4 for 100 on no 4. Okay, there's an 8. And there's the 7. So I'm going to make $50 on this no 4, and I'm going to come down. I get my $50. I'm going to have to pay them $5 for a VIG. So we made $45 profit. Okay, here we go. Comes to come out. Okay, there's an 8. Okay, so our 8's been hitting a lot. Our 6 has been okay. There's another 8. Okay, there's a 12. There's an 11. Hard 4. Okay, the point is a 4. I'm going to go no 4 for 100. Okay. And then we're going to just see what happens here. Okay, there's a 2. Okay, there's an 11. And there's a 5. All right, I'm going to jump all over this 6 and 8. I'm going to go $60 each. All right, and what I'm going to do, now I only have a $50 hedge. So I would lose a little bit here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go $50 on the come as a hedge. And there's my 6. Okay, now guess what? We're free rolling the 6. We are free rolling the 6. 60 pays 70. So we're going to take 75 and give them a nickel. And we're going to come down on everything. And I'm going to come down on my no 4. And guess what? My $50 goes to the 6 from the come. And I already won. How can I lose? I'm guaranteed $20 profit. Because I won 70 and I'm only investing 50 now. Okay? So why would I bet any more money? You people, when you play, you feel like you're always having to have action. You don't play like that. You have to play always where you have an advantage. $50. If we hit the 6, we can come down. It's a contract bet. It came from the come. Cannot take it down. Okay, here we go. If we hit it, we get 50 bucks. Okay, there's a 9. If we don't, we win $20 no matter what. There's another 9. Okay, now that's 2 9s in a row. I'm going to go $100 on no 9. Okay? And there's a 7. Now, if I don't make that no 9 move right there, I would lose that 50. Well, this pays 65. So I get to keep the 50 that I already won 70. So I get to keep the 50. And then they owe me another $15. So I already won a 70, right? $80, $85 win with that shooter. And now I can legally come down on everything. Okay? So so what the casino would have done was they would have taken the 50 and then given me 65 here. So I'm just taking 15 and keeping the 50. Okay? Bottom line is we won $85. That's the bottom line. Okay? So you learn from how I play. Okay? Okay, there's a 7 on the come out. There's an 8. There's a 9. A 6. Okay, that's a 6 and an 8 have been hit so far. Okay, there's a 9. All right, I'm interested in the 5, the 4, and the 10. There's a 9. There's a 5. There goes our 5. We would have bet our 5. We would have been good. So I'm interested in the 4 and the 10. So I'm going to go 25, 25 on the 4 and 10. And I'm going to put $50 on the come as a hedge. Okay, and there's a 7. So what did our come bet just do? Exactly what the title of the video is. Exactly what the video title is. The come hedge is the name of this system. And that proves why. We would have lost 50. Instead, we break even. So we were free rolling the 4 and the 10 right there. It breaks even. We don't win any money. Okay? We don't win any money, but we break even. Okay? New point. There's a 10. What did I tell you was due? The 4s and the 10s. Okay, now we're interested in the 4, and that's it right now. Okay, that's a 3. And there's another 7. We don't win, we don't lose. There's an 8. Okay, there goes an 8 hit. There's a 10. Okay. Another 10. Back-to-back 10s. Okay, we're going to put $100 on no 10. And we're going to bet the 6 and the 5 and the 4. 4 is due as well. Now, what's going to happen if we throw a 7 here? Well, we're going to lose $30 if we throw a 7 here. All right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put $25 on the come. We'll only lose $5 if we throw a 7 here. And there's an 8. Okay. 8 is the point. The come goes to the 8. I'll put the come bet low and everything else higher, okay? So the come bet is a contract bet. All right. So now we can't do a come bet on the come out. But what we're going to do to protect this money, now this is off, and this is off. This is the only thing working is the 8 and the no 10. So we don't have to do any more bet. If we throw a 7, we get $50 and we lose 25. Okay, that's a 2-1. We don't win, we don't lose. A 5, all right? If we would have been working, we would have won, okay? But it's no big deal, all right? Now we're back on. Everything's normal. Okay, we hit the 4. The reason why we bet the 4 was I told you that it was due. We get $50. These are not come bets. These are manual bets for the box numbers. So we get $50, okay? Now because we get $50, watch what we do. We take our $50 profit, we come down on all these bets, and we come down on the no 10. Now everybody out there, can I win? I mean, can I lose? Impossible. The point is a 4. It's impossible to lose because I have a $25 come bet on the 8, but I've already won $50 on the 4. Can't lose. The worst thing that can happen to me is I win $25 on the shooter. If I throw an 8, then I win $75 on the shooter. Okay, that's a 10. Okay, we came off of the 10 because we were already in a no-lose situation. Why would you keep your $100 on the no 10? You would have just lost it. You do not wager unless you have another opportunity that comes up. Okay, there's a 9. 6. We're still counting. We're still counting. 3. We're always counting. We're always counting. And there's a 7. Okay, so we're going to lose this quarter on the 8. We won 50. We lost a quarter. We made $25 on the shooter. Okay, there's a 3. A 6 is the point. 6. New come out. 5. 5 again. Back-to-back points. All right. Pass lines won 2 times in a row. I'm going to go with $50 on a don't pass. Point is a 6. Okay. Hard 4. 12. Hard 4. I'm going to take advantage of that 4 hitting 2 times out of 3 rolls. No 4 for 100. There's a 9. A 5. Okay, now what I'm going to try to do now is I'm going to try to go with a hedge here on the come for $25. Okay, there's a 6. So we're going to lose 50, which is the don't pass. Now I'm keeping track that the pass line has won 3 times in a row. Okay, so I got $25 there. I'm going to keep my no 4 on the come out. Okay, there's another 6. This was working because it's a come bet. They're going to give me a quarter for that. So now my don't pass, I only lost $25. If I throw a 7 here, I'm going to get 50. So I'll actually make $25 profit on the shooter. Okay, there's a 4. So instead, we're going to lose, and now we're down $125 on the shooter. Or this, actually, this is the he hit the point, so he's still the same shooter. Okay, so that's $125 that we're down, right? So we're going to get a little more aggressive, and we're going to go 200 now on no 4, all right? And we're going to analyze what do we think is going to win. Well, I probably go with an 8. I'm going to go 60 on the 8. Okay, here we go. Okay, and there's an 8 on the first roll. Okay, that's going to pay $70 from our, we were down 125. Okay, so we're going to get $70. We're going to give them a nickel. Coming down on our 8. Okay, so if we take 70 minus the 125, we're only down like $55. So we're going to reduce this to $100 on no 4. Okay, here we go. There's a 6, which is the point. Okay, we're going to work this on the come out. There's an 8. So our 6 and 8 has already hit. So we kind of like the 5 and the 9. So what we're going to do is we're going to free roll the 5 and 9. If a 7 comes, we're going to get reimbursed from the no 4. And unfortunately, we hit the 4 again. Okay, so now we're down $155 because we got it down to 55. Now we're back to 155. So we're going to go back to 200 on no 4. Okay, and I'm going to pump these guys up to $50 each. Okay, here we go. Okay, there's a 6. And there's our 9. Okay, so we were down 155. This is going to pay 70. Okay, so we're going to take 70. We'll give them a nickel. And I'm going to come down on my 9, but I'm going to keep my 5 there, and I'm going to reduce this back to 100. So I'm basically free rolling now that 5. But I still am down, okay? I'm down about $85. Not on the session, just in these, based on these the shooter. And there's my 5. That's going to pay $70, okay? I'm going to take 100 and give them $30 back. Okay, so out of that money that I was down, 70, 50, so what am I, 140, I'm down $15 on the shooter, just $15. So I'm going to come down on everything. We're in profit on the session. We started with 5,000, okay? So we're not worried about $15 on a shooter. Just get it out of your mind. Just start all over on the way you've been successful. Don't worry about anything else, because when you play this way, it's very difficult for the casino to beat you, okay? All right, now here's what we're going to do. We hit the 8. We're going to use our come bet here as a hedge in a minute here. That's a 6. There's a 2. There's a 9. And there's a 7. Okay. So let's see if, because I haven't seen a 10 in a long time. So right now I'm interested in the 5 and the 10. Okay, there's an 8 on the point. All right, so we're going to go with the 5 and the 10. And we're going to put $50 on the come to act as a hedge. Okay, and we hit a 2. Okay, so we're going to lose the $50. And now we're going to go $100 on the come bet. We're down $50 on the shooter, okay? There's a 6, which is a great point for us, okay? Now how much do I have out there? 150, right? So I'm going to put 150 on the come. We're down $50. And there's a 6. We're not down $50 anymore. We're not down $50 anymore. We get $100. Now we come down off of that, which was a come bet that went there. So our 10 and our 5 are manual bets. They're not come bets, okay? So what we're going to do is we got 150 that went on that 6, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to come down on our 5 and our 10. Now we're going to analyze how much of the 6 is our own money. You always have to be thinking. We were down 50, then we won 100. So we're up $50 with the shooter. So in reality, out of this 150, $100 is our own money, okay? It's our own money. So what we'll do is we'll put $50 on the come. If a 7 comes, we're only going to lose $50 on the shooter. Okay, there's an 8. That's the point. Okay, so we have 2 good numbers. 2 good numbers, okay? Now, in this particular case, we're $150 is our own money here. We have no choice but to work the come out. So what we're going to do is we're going to put $200 on no 4 for the come out. It's a 6. All right. These were come bets. So these are working. Okay. So the point's a 6. And we're going to get paid $150. And we're going to come down on the no 4. Okay. And now this 8 right here is a come bet. So it's a contract bet. So we have no choice but to roll it out. But we can't lose. We cannot lose. Okay, there's a 10. And I knew that 10 was going to be one of the ones we wanted, the 10 and the 5. Okay, there's a 7. So we are going to lose this 50, but we made more than we lost. That's all that matters for each shooter. Okay? All right. So we've been playing about 27 minutes. We haven't won very much money. Okay, but we are up. There's $5,000. This is full. Okay, we have 300, 450, 475, 500, and we'll give the tip to the dealer for 20. So we're going to walk with $550. No, $500. We're walking with $500 profit, and that's how you do it, folks. So all you guys out there that tell me counting numbers and counting dice, you guys keep eating your potatoes on your couch. Just keep stuffing your face with mashed potatoes and potato chips and ice cream, and go on your little laptop and try to tell me how to play craps. Okay? All right, guys, thanks for watching. Give me a like on hit the like button for me, and check out Investing with Jimmy. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. You guys have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you on the next one.